out with albums and stuff like that. They're coming out independently. If you look at Soldier Boy, okay, this dude came out independent. He was from the
Fuck
ghetto.
Soldier Boy, man. He was suck my cock, man. He stole my shit.
It doesn't matter. He sold his.
Look, I keep it real. I met Beanie Siegel. I know Cassidy. I was out there. I met all those cats. I was out there on the stage. I was a rapper one time. I know what you're talking about. I was trying to call out. I know you're talking about the hustle. I did that shit. I could flip bird. I could go on my case and flip CD.
What are you talking about? Nobody's talking about that. I'm talking about Soldier Boy marketing himself on the internet. That's what I'm talking about.
I know that. I know that. I know that. I know what you're talking about. I know where you're coming from. You ain't proving me. Nigga, you ain't proving me. Prove them. I know what to do.
You don't want to talk about it's too hard.
Nah, if it's easy for you, bro, do it, nigga. Do it. You show me, nigga. You show me. Straight up.
Right now,
straight up. You show me. Because I've been doing this for a long time.
I heard what you said. You said it was too hard. You said it was too hard.
It's not too hard.
Nah, it's too hard to get people involved. So I'm like, it's straight up for me and you, we could do shit. You know what I mean? Straight up. So if you got bread, if you got money to put in a pot, you got 50-50 money put in right now, we get contracts and money. If you're really serious, we get money and contracts straight up. But if you fucked up, I got niggas with handguns and shotguns, we keep it real.
Man, shut the He talking gangster as soon as he start recording this shit, then he gonna get locked up.
Yeah,
I've been locked up, nigga. How about you?
What the fuck, guys?
Alright, guys. Anyway.
You said he was gonna stream and you guys started screaming.
So, let's go through what
you guys didn't
I'm
start
working on
nothing.
this low poly thing, right? I'm working on a low poly world. Just together.
I mean, artist is right though. You know what I mean? Well, everybody got to come together as one. You know what I mean? Like the talent, like you said.
You probably should decrease them a bit.
But it's up to them, man. I'll be asking them for a long time. Like I say, it's hard to get people involved. I'm always open for people involved. You know what I mean? I want people to get involved. But that's why I step back and fall back and say, fuck them cats. You know what? You know what?
Screwed over every single person I've ever worked with. So I don't really like working with people.
Howdy. I'm back.
Howdy.
I'm back.
Will you work with me, Chris? Will you work with me?
Why not? Why wouldn't I?
When you on the project? We got one.
What do you want to do?
Artists, we got one.
What do you want to do?
We're trying to make a game together. We'll make a game together.
What game?
A low poly.
Doesn't matter.
Platformer game.
It started with all these people want to make a game, so we got to make a game. So we got to jump on somebody's project. that's the guild. So we don't got no reference. We got no concept. We need concept.
Well, we
need a
say again.
Wait a minute, hold on, y'all tripping.
It's cut out. Say again.
Oh, we're going to get the. See, the whole idea is, I know some of y'all probably think it's funny. I don't think it's funny at all. Y'all some grown ass people. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that you guys spend a lot of time up in here. Some of y'all guys spend time in here doing nothing, including myself. You know what I'm saying? All the time that you spend in here, you guys can be talking about or making a game and trying to put a product out and actually sell the shit. You get a fan base going by creating you a Twitch account, streaming the shit and all of that. Okay, and not only that, you create a YouTube channel, you create a Twitter account, and you start to develop your fan base. When you get that fan base going, they will come. If you put out a cool concept, they will come. If you got the artwork and all that, man, I seen people on GoFundMe do one drawing, a stick figure, and people would give them $300,000 off a fucking stick figure.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, man. that some of those GoFundMe, all they had was a couple of concept art pieces, and they made a video talking about what video game that they was going to make. You understand what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah, I'm doing this now. Fuck that shit. I'm going right back on Kickstarter. Fuck that shit.
Vinci, I'm not sure if you seen them or not, but I know you had to at least look at them. People, like, if you showed them something and you showed them you have a plan, you with money. That's the way it is. You just got to have the plan. You got to have the artwork in place and stuff. They give you money to make the game. Shenmue. Even Shenmue had a fan base.
Wait on. Stop. Daniel, stop. What are you proposing here?
Oh, what I'm proposing is, instead of all these people in here talking and ain't doing shit, we talking about politics and stuff, why not try to collaborate and make a video game? You got programmers in here, you have artists in here.
A lot of this, I'm one person who speaks a lot, and I'm also working in the background, so I'm not just sitting around. But I see what you mean. It's a good idea. We've got a bunch of 3D artists that hang around here, and a lot of them aren't, making anything out of it. They're not making a game. So why not put that into something? Why not get these productive people and make a game with what they have to offer? That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's what people. I mean, it's just like, all right. Yeah.
Actually, let me rephrase. It's not a good idea. It's a fucking great idea.
So, Chris, before you left, I said I was going to tell you something or whatever. Okay, like when I was trying to work with David, and you remember I was telling you about people living together sometimes, all right, because he told me that he lived somewhere in the Caribbean or South America or something like that. I was like, dude, if you want to make games, there's no problem. And he was like, well, I'm all the way over here. So I was like, dude, if you want to get a American citizenship or whatever, I will vouch for you. You could come out to my house. We can make video games. I don't give a fuck. And like, that's just how I am when it comes to collaborating and make video games. But I always run into people that they don't have anything well thought out, or they give up, or they get frustrated. They don't want to finish the game or whatever. And like, I don't know, because like I spread myself very thin. I'm not good at rigging. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to learn how to animate, but at the same time, my specialty is 3D modeling and concept art. Those are my specialties. But a lot of us, we spread ourselves really thin. We try to do illustration, 3D modeling, rigging, animation. And if you know how to do all of those things really good, believe it or not, you're really not that good at any of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how to do all of those things. It's impossible to be an excellent rigger and be an amazing oil painter at the same time or whatever, and also be an excellent concept artist and stuff. Because when you spread yourself really thin, it's not going to work. And
that's why it's not working now. So I spend myself thin. So I gotta prioritize myself.
Right. And my homeboy Joe over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use him as an example because Joe is famous for this. You know what I'm saying? Joe, he gets frustrated and he wants to make a game. Joe, all right. Joe is this guy.
I have a lot of projects. I'm
Tiny
right now.
Zinc or whatever. Okay.
You have some wonderful horns.
Right. So Joe would get frustrated and he'd try to learn everything. And Joe knows sometimes he burned himself out because he tried to do every concept of it. He tries to do programming, 3D modeling, rigging, animation. I've seen this dude try to learn everything. But what he's doing is he's spreading himself really thin and he don't have no focus on it. So Vinci over here, I haven't really seen him do any art in here, so I'm guessing he does programming, and that's what
he's a smart man
does. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's his thing.
Yep. He's a smart man.
I do everything because I never have any.
I mean, all of you guys are smart. Just because he's a programmer don't mean he's smarter. It's just he's good at what he does. If you guys get good at what you do, you become fucking amazing. But when you spread yourself thin,
yeah, I know what you mean. I was
saying, Dean, you got a problem.
You're better off just being fantastic at one or two things than being mediocre at 10, 15 things.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I got that going. I got that going in my life, so I got to cut some
Me
things
too.
loose.
I like
I mean,
designing skill
slow down.
trees. That's like my favorite thing to do.
what?
What
Design
is?
skill trees.
I gotta find a corner. I like all those things, but I think I gotta stay where I need to be and focus my
I mean,
talent.
because I'm not even going to lie. When I was inside the Unreal Engine doing Blueprint, I got really depressed and I didn't want to do anything anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because that's not my thing. That's not my thing. I give two fucks about tessellation, height maps and shit, hooking that shit up into the blah blah blah, and the blah 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 and stuff. I know how to do a lot of it, but I don't get anything out of it, and I'm not focusing on what I'm good at.
Yeah.
And that could be a problem. Because if I can sit back and create characters and create environments, shit, that'd be a lovely day.
Me too.
But I need somebody who I can count on, where I can pass off my model and he can actually do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can actually do something with my model.
You know, and this is, I'm half joking and I'm also not joking in saying this to you, Daniel. I think you could get a job as fucking doing Mr. T impersonations. Because do you realize how often you sound like Mr. T?
Or like
you don't
Tony
sound like Mr.
Robbins.
T. I'm paying
Tony
for it.
Robbins, that's it.
No, it's the way he structures sentences and the way he says it. He's very much like Mr. T. And I thought that from the first day that I was here. And I'm not giving him shit. That is not disrespectful. I'm not being
Mr. T
disrespectful.
is pretty cool, dude.
I just think that he sounds a lot like Mr. T. And every time I'm talking to him, I think he's sitting there with a fucking mohawk and all that bling around his head.
I mean, I just get passionate and I get really aggressive when I'm talking about shit.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.
I noticed that too.
It's just, I mean, no, I mean, but serious, just getting back on the subject
I
of that
wish I
stuff
could
like
do
that.
everything myself. I can't.
Is
So
just, everybody wishes that. Don't get me wrong. If we were geniuses and we can do all of it ourselves, I'm sure most of us would or whatever. But people have to understand, man,
Well,
that a lot of people don't take it serious.
So what are we going to do? What are we going to do about all this?
Well,
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I'm asking.
Now-
Because we could all do that, but we gotta come together as one. But
Let
No,
me give you an example of what Chris said to Ron. I think Chris was talking about telling Ron he should make some type of classes or whatever in here on how to scope. I think that was you, right?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah. I had the idea of just classes where people come and learn anatomy and sculpting and things. It's just
Right.
yeah.
yeah, but you gotta charge, and you gotta have.
No.
I don't have a problem paying with that. Like,
No.
I would
No.
pay.
I ain't paying for shit. No, so look, because my whole thing is, if you're on the team and you working, training other people to do different things shouldn't cost nothing. You get your benefits
Yes,
when you put
exactly.
your game out on the market. You get the money when you put your game out on the market. See, there's too many people out here, they want to be the leader and say, I'm going to pay you guys $10 an hour. When you make a company, everybody is shareholders, point blank. You all
Exactly.
the same value,
I have
point
an
blank.
idea,
That's the way
guys.
it's supposed to work. Because I'm sure some of these people in here be like, hey, can you help me out with my game and stuff? What I'm going to say flat out, okay, you don't have to pay me nothing. All you got to do is make me a shareholder. If we put out a game and it sells, we're all getting the same amount.
See,
That's the way it works.
you're being very clever there in saying that. That's good.
Yeah, because that's the only way it would actually work.
With
You know what I'm
dividends,
saying? Is that everybody get equal shares and stuff like that. Why? Because when you get equal shares, you all put in the same amount of work because you're working to get them equal shares and stuff like that.
have you ever worked in contracts before? When you do equal shares, you got to do a contract. You're legal to hold in tenant court.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen still. Man. Okay.
Alright, real quick. I think everybody should make a notepad with like 10 bullet points of what they want to do. okay? And then like we'll make a thing, and we'll see like, you know, what everyone wants to do, and see like what we can agree upon, you know.
Let me show you guys one thing. You see my
guys.
screen? You see my screen here? Okay. Now I know what y'all thinking. Well, that ain't really your art style or whatever, things like that. Okay. The main problem is that people get together and try to make AAA games. Slow down. You can make low poly games. You can put them out on mobile devices and tablet devices. Okay. You can make low poly games where you don't even have to have UVs. If you wanted to, it can be flat colors and still look really good.
That's what I'm doing.
And like,
Me too.
do you know how much time that will cut down on if you don't have to actually do
Yep.
texture painting?
I mean,
I can do texture painting. Don't get me wrong. I can do the shit.
You can unwrap those within like a couple of minutes. You can texture them in what 10, 20 minutes, sort of thing. Very easy to do, you know.
he's saying no textures.
Yeah, no texture.
Yeah, I mean just go material, yeah.
It looks like
Material.
origami, dude. It looks like paper. I made 20 assets like that today. So
I'm gonna show you.
you could make
Hold on.
100. You could make 1,000
Look at this shit.
between all of us.
On my screen. You look at that on my screen there. Okay? This shit is
That's-
flat colors.
That's a video game too.
This shit is flat colors here, man. This is the shit I'm talking about here. When you go in and you type in low poly and you type in art and you get all of these things like this here, okay? Look at this guy shit here. This guy is one of the highest paid 3D artists, character artists right now. So many of his characters are on mobile devices, Androids and all of that, okay? And look how simple it is.
Yeah, that's
Now,
good.
it's not that easy as you think because you have to have very good composition or whatever, but all of this is flat colors, low poly.
I made some
and it-
examples of that.
Read well. It reads very well. This guy here, oh my God. If I can get to his website, I don't know what his website is. He has a website or whatever, man. His fucking website is amazing. Like, this guy stay working. Okay, check out this image here. What is it about this image that reads so well?
What?
Look at it. See that?
I like the reflection.
Color,
You know what I'm saying?
composition.
Right. The color palette, the composition, everything is flat colors. There's no UVs or fucking all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's not one texture throughout this whole fucking map.
Yeah,
All of this
I
is flat
completely
colors.
agree.
All of
Yep,
this is
that's
flat
all just flat material, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean, like, you can go
opened
on and
my eyes
on.
to that. I was like, damn,
Even
dude,
if
we can
here.
make money.
So wait on. Let me define. Are we talking about making flat materials or making a specific set of shaders?
Oh, just flat colors, and you can use a bunch of shaders. You could use reflective for like metallic shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, dude, like I was showing Joseph here, okay? I took a whole scene. It was a table, it was a floor, it was a chair, it was a shield, it was a book, and it was a cup. I put it all onto one UV map, and the UV map was only 512 by 512,
Yeah,
and it was all flat colors.
With no
Hey,
anti-aliasing.
Hey, you guys wait for a couple of minutes. I'm going to be back. Apparently, the super moon is out here. Gonna go see
Hey
it.
guys, like,
Who's
have
that?
you seen the link I gave you?
I'll be back soon.
Hey
Who
Chris,
link? You gave me a link.
I gave a link to a game.
So yeah, I'm working on a game right now in that same exact thing you're saying, Daniel. I'm gonna put together a huge ass world that you have to explore that has like 20 different moods.
Oh, I seen that one a long time ago. One kid make that 2 years ago.
Oh,
One
man,
16-year-old kid.
Yes,
2
that was a
years ago.
16-year-old kid, but I tell people all the time, don't think he created all this shit from scratch, because I don't think he did.
Probably use prefabs.
all types of shit.
I didn't use any prefabs for this though because they're so low.
You didn't
A
even
lot of
Just
the
make a
stuff isn't
shape
prefab.
and
I can see prefabs, but like a lot of the stuff isn't.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy is talented, but some people, they go and they pay for a lot of their art, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. He probably created it, as in he put it together, but I think it's a little bit misleading to what he actually created.
But they gave him $50,000 for a grant scholarship.
You see
That's
this
what
here? Look at this scene right here, okay? Look how beautiful that looks, flat color. All flat color. Flat color.
Don't tell me because I do that all the time.
Yep, it's pretty awesome.
Flat color.
Yeah, that's what we do.
This here, okay? Look at the damn.
Oh, you was talking to Chris.
I'm talking to everybody. I mean,
Oh.
this here, the color palette this guy used for this is fucking awesome. The color palette, it reads because what he's doing is he's using something called analog color. Okay, where you go and you get a group of colors. They can be cool or warm and cool. They all sit next to each other on the color wheel. And you can use that as a palette and you get very amazing results. I mean, it's a goddamn shame, like, what can be done. I mean, think about the guy that made Minecraft, okay? Let's think about him for a second.
I know what you're talking about.
Minecraft does not look that amazing.
So you want me to do? I ain't got no. I mean, what you want me to do? I mean, I'm already on the same page on you. So you know, what I mean, I'm cool. What you want me to do? I'm already sitting here on the sideline because you just talking, not doing what you want to do. What you want to do?
I gotta talk. What I want to do is I want to create a game. I understand what some people might say. Hold on. No, because it's not as simple as that. Because I know people have jobs and people have families. But my whole thing is this: the time that people spend in here. You understand what I'm saying? The time people that spend in here, there's no excuse for a person to take 20 minutes, a half hour, or an hour or two out of their day to do something productive. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I gotta start doing my thing.
Now you can create.
I'm just saying we gotta do.
Or I forget what it's called. Trello. You get Trello. You make a fucking job board and all of that, and you get the shit cracking.
Give me the link. I get it cracking.
You need programmers. You see what I'm saying?
Don't worry about it. I get that. Don't worry about that. I got you.
Yeah, man. You got to get somebody that's cool because I don't want to have to look up his address and go fuck him up.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Man, I don't have to. You don't have to worry about that. Me and you both. You don't have to worry about that.
One thing I have noticed, it's very hard to talk to programmers, boy. They be acting about some weird shit.
I deal with motherfuckers with weird shit. I dealt with them before. I told them, look, yo.
They're like they don't want to communicate. They can't talk.
Look. If you look, money talks, bullshit walks. Say, look.
Oh my god, artists are so fucking annoying, man. Fuck.
Say what?
So annoying.
Stop generalizing, man.
Man.
Well, eventually,
Dude.
at least you actually talk. But you have to agree, most programmers are antisocial.
No.
No, they are. Joe, some of the guys I seen that motherfucker work with, my God, fuck you.
Who?
Mute.
Joe.
What are you talking about?
The people who burnt you, man. You talking about the people who burnt you, man. We here for the love, man. We here to help you, man. We here to do what we gotta do, man.
Man. I remember Joe had one guy. This motherfucker didn't talk to nobody.
Damn.
Joe,
Dude,
Joe had to do sound.
I message people every day, dude. Like, people are crazy.
Who was that guy? What's his name? Matthew or something like that?
Yo, I gave him $400, right, and bought him a plane ticket so he could come here and we could have a studio, and then he just didn't show to the airport. Bought the plane tickets and everything. Now
I told you,
dude.
You shouldn't have did that because I told you, man.
know,
Some of those.
Let me find out these people. Let me find about these people on Indiegogo putting up stick figures and making $1 million.
Dude,
some
I'm
bullshit,
telling you, man. Hey,
Marketing
Vince,
experts is what they are.
obviously, you talking, you communicate. But I don't care what you're talking about, man. A lot of these programmers, man, they anti-social. Jesse ass, he's very weird when it comes to socializing. That motherfucker, boy. I can't even hold a conversation with him. Oh my God. You'll be saying like, yeah, we're gonna use the Unreal Engine. You'll be like, I can only do it if I can build it from the ground up. It has to be fresh. But what the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Jesse.
Like, it's nice to start from a ground up, but like, get stupid. Also, if you...
No, but not just that. He said he doesn't want to use the Unreal Engine because he only works from his own engine. I mean, like, what type of closed-minded shit is that?
He's saying the Unreal Engine was easy. I could do it in a day. Like, oh yeah, I could do this. I could.
Right, he's gonna build it in a whole day, all by himself. He's gonna do all the coding. The fuck out of here. Straight up clown. That's why, I mean, because at first I thought some of you guys were being hard.
Indiegogo got really shitty art.
Huh? Dude.
I said, some people in Indiegogo got really shitty art.
No, but a lot of those people on there are one-man teams. Because you got some people that think they can do it all. Like, they literally think they can do it all.
I could do any one job, but I can't do them all at once.
Me either.
You know, same. That's just how.
Yeah, you can do the job, but is it going to be on that level that it should be?
If I got to focus on that one, hell yeah.
Yes, if you focus on that one job.
If I got to, but that's not how it works. If you know, no one works with you.
We need a fucking team of people, man.
Right.
Exactly. I gotta get me a team. Somebody gotta be on my team.
Look, guys.
Like he said, put it together. Somebody should post up something and say, "Hey, let's work together." And Black and Chris and the other Chris and Haran working together. They say, "Fuck it, we."
Talk to them and be like, "Yo, what's up? Do you want to combine your team with our team?" You know what I'm saying? Let's get it cracking.
Mm-hmm.
It is as easy to, and me, I'm very open-minded. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to things, but the only thing that disturbed me is when people try to make a AAA title and stuff like that. I'm like, no, that's not possible. People that make AAA titles, they have over 500 people on the team, 300 people on the team, 100 people on the team. I mean, just be realistic. We don't have motion capture equipment. Everything can't be completely hand. Some of these fucking teams, Rayman Legends, do you know how many hand-painted artists they had for Rayman Legends?
Over 1,000, 100.
No, it was, I mean, it's ridiculous. That's why I tell people, and I kind of hurt people's feelings when I tell them we can't make the next Call of Duty, and we can't make the next Halo. Let them do that. They got 400 people teams. Some of those people get 800 people on their team. Have you guys seen the fucking credits to these video games like Grand Theft and all of that? Come on. You're not them. If we're nothing but an 8-man team or a 10-man team, we got to do a major scale back, focus on something more smaller and compact, but that has really awesome gameplay that can attract people. Look at Minecraft. Look at
Okay.
Roblox.
Yeah. Okay, can I say something?
Yes, you can.
First, you need to fucking work with the team. Make some like more small know what your strength. And I just lacked you guys.
You're cutting out, dude. Vincey. You're cutting out, Vincey. Is he talking? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Let me see.
There's something wrong with your connection, Vincey. Vincey, nobody can hear you.
Yes, my PC just crapped itself.
You made him crash. You just made him crash. You just make Vincey crash.
Okay, I have 14 gigs of RAM used, and I only have a fucking browser open.
You have a CPU miner or something.
Why would it use the memory though? Like if it's a CPU miner, it would primarily use the CPU, not
Well, I
fill
mean,
up my
it would just
memory.
use up anything it could, maybe.
Can anybody name this color theme here? Or choices of colors.
Ooh, let me see.
What color style is this?
It's like Pokemon.
Tricolor.
No.
3-color.
It's not oversaturated. It's a color style. Pastel.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I thought you were talking about color wheel, like.
Oh, no. I definitely want to.
Oh, Lance,
That's what I'm trying to
Vincey
do
crash.
right there.
Yeah, dude, it's possible.
Yep.
It's reachable.
You see what I was doing? That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, that is reachable. Something like low poly, no.
Now,
Hey,
don't get
no.
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we go like if we made a game and it was successful, then we'll keep making other games that look like this. No, then you can expand. You can hire more people and make bigger budget games, but you got to start off slow. Everybody want to do a AAA title, and I don't think it's realistic. That's why a lot of people don't like working with my black ass, because I kill dreams. I'll be like, nope, too high, nope, lower poly, nope, not gonna work. And Joe can even
Low
vouch
poly
for-
can work.
Huh?
Low poly can work. I said
No,
low
no,
poly can work.
I'm on
No,
board,
what
dude.
I was saying,
Like I've been trying to
if
tell
a
you.
guy that does high poly, and I tell him it has to be a lower poly, that's not going to work. Your high poly shit.
This
You
shit's
don't
pretty
need that.
fucking low, dude. This is like big polygons. It's like almost comical when I look at it, but I know it's cool. It has like that, like feng shui, you know.
Yeah, the only problem is you got to control your vertex more.
Well, that would be with practice. But,
It does look good though, but you got
looks
to know how to
alright.
control the
I
vertex.
think if 5 professional artists were working on it, it would look a lot better.
I'm gonna show you a vertex control thing that I did.
Okay, like, can I continue the thing I was saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
Really interrupted. So my browser crashed, and I just lost 12 gigabytes of memory that was used.
All right, go ahead, continue.
Okay, so I'm just saying, like, if you have a team, like the most important thing is like you need to your team needs to be accustomed to each other. Like it needs to know its limitations, its strengths. Like you need to actually like figure out these stuff before actually thinking of whatever stuff you're actually gonna make. You can't really say whatever team. Like you need to know what your team is actually can do.
Right. I
Like
agree.
even like some people can like be able to like do really big levels and fill them up comparatively fast. The thing is like can everybody else do that? Like is any ideas good for that or whatever?
Right.
Like some people can really do like a lot of work really fast. There is some and like the thing I'm saying is like if you form a team, like game jams are a nice thing about that because like you get your team accustomed. Like you think of an idea fast and then you try to implement it in the least amount of time.
I agree, and you got the experience, so I'm definitely listening to you. Hey, Joe,
Yeah,
you
so
click on my
when you
screen?
walk, when you're walking around, and yeah, when you just plan what you want to do, like each people. But I'm not trying to jump on that. Huh? I have, like you say, low poly. Like it's gonna be a nice low poly. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to make a non-texture game, you could do that. If you want to make a texture game, you can do that. Make all the maps and stuff like that.
Mm.
I like the part like I like to make a PlayStation 1 style type of game. You know what I mean?
What is your strongest points, you think?
Me, I lost all that. I don't know what I spread myself so thin, like you say. I don't know what's my strongest parts anymore. I can't even tell you.
Joe, are you there, Joe? Check this out, Joe.
Okay.
This is what I mean, just having a little bit more control over your stuff.
Yeah, that has more
Yeah,
planes.
right. Well, not even that. It's like you would have a flat plane here, but you would have a lot of geometry going in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
So what I
actually
do
on
is-
purpose. I did it on purpose. I can make it flatter.
Yeah, I understand, but you gotta break it up because this rock here that I made, I would go and take this into Blender and I would collapse it down even more with some of it. But like this has a little cut going into it, but it's still really low.
It reads well though.
There's a rock. And
Not
like
as a boulder, more like a boulder.
what's nice about boulders are rocks. But what nice is that trust me, it is.
I mean, I know it's
I'm
a
telling you.
rock.
Oh, okay. Even a mountain is a rock. I can go into it, and where areas that I need to be completely flat, you take that clip brush and you go in further and start chopping it up even more. Then you can go into Blender and control the vertex and get it even lower and have complete control over it.
Mm-hmm. You could do that with Z Remesher.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, definitely not Z Remesh.
I use the decimation to get the tries.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I use decimation too.
Well, that's just to get that look. Like, normally, I just learned hand topology, so fuck any other thing than that, because that shit works great.
What the
In ZBrush. Hand topology in ZBrush for making, like, armor and stuff. Oh my god. With Z-spheres.
Oh yeah. Z sketch.
No, I'll show you if you like.
I'm about to go to bed.
Yeah, your character look weird, man.
Yeah, I know, I can't sculpt, I said. I can do, like, heads, but... He's supposed to be weird. Like...
Will you kick bash the character or something like that?
No, I spent like 45 minutes on it.
Oh.
Anyway. So I imported that
You
tool.
did kick bash because you got the hands, you got the arm, you got the legs.
No, actually I used Z-spheres. Like an armature.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I hadn't sculpted it yet. Like, the hands weren't sculpted yet. But anyway, another cool thing you can do with Z-sphere was go to rigging, select mesh. Doesn't really matter. I'll just put a star there, bind it, then go to edit topology. Then you go up here and then you make that visible. Now you can pretty much draw. If you go draw, you can now draw
Yeah, the topology. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it works
You
good
don't
though.
Yeah, you don't need to. You don't need to do all that. I just use Z Sphere and just topology. That's it. Or Z Molitor. I just use Z Molitor and
Yeah,
Z
you
Brush.
can. I kind of use this instead of mesh extract for armor
Yeah, that's come out better.
because then it's not only is it a single plane and has super easy UVs to unwrap,
Hmm.
but ultimately it's gonna be super low topology.
Yeah, that's why you. I don't know
lower-
why you have to use rigger. You don't have to use the rigger if you want to do rigger. You just use topology and just load in the and just use the
Yeah,
little.
does it still surface snap?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. That's how they did it in the tutorial. So
Oh, why they got you doing that way? Huh?
I kind of like it though. Feels like Topo Gun 2. We can get this thing pretty low, down to probably like, I don't know, 2,000.
But you can take it to Blender though. You could retopple in Blender so quickly.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, I've never done it in Blender successfully, so I just.
Also, you could use the poly. You could use the retopple brush too, along with the Z remesher.
No idea.
It makes it better. Yeah, it makes it a lot better.
And just put it in 3 coats.
Oh yeah, 3D
in
is
it,
much
and-
better too. Yep.
And
Yeah.
you just texture in it, the texture it inside.
Oh, you got to pay to. Oh, okay.
You don't even need to unwrap. That's
So,
what I'm known
Vince,
for.
yeah,
Now.
I was suggesting about where you wanted me you want to take a look at it, or what you want to do? I mean, what you have for adjusting
My
for
fucking computer
little
sounds
small
loud.
AI?
Oh, you're using the behavior